Hi everybody, it's Cathryn. Today, probably the last time I'm going to be using the Safari Smiles bundle. It's adorable, especially you could use this definitely for babies too. But I made a very large treat box. It is 2 inches wide here and 4.5 this way and 4 inches high. Alrighty, so I only use the Safari Smiles, that's it, no other dies or anything. And I really wanted to put animal crackers in it because this reminded me of the boxes my mom used to get me at the grocery store with animal crackers, but I figured Circus Peanuts would be good. The animal crackers would have matched better, but that's okay. I had the peanuts, so that's what we used. Okay, so what we need, we're going to use a full sheet of cardstock, 8.5 by 11. I am using the Subtles Painted Patterns Designer Series paper. We need 2 that are 4 1/4 by 2.5, 2 that are 1 3/4 by 2.5, 2 that are 4 1/4 by 3/4, and then out of cardstock I cut using this die set that went with this. I cut the puddle or dirt patch, I'm not sure exactly what it is, and some of the grass out of Crumb Cake, and I cut a cloud out of Basic White. Alright, let me get my Simply Scored. So you don't have to do it this theme, but this is one of the larger boxes I've done because it's 2 inches deep on the sides and 4 1/4 wide, so that's a pretty good size box. Alright, so we're going to start on the 11-inch side, score at 3/4, 1 3/4, 4.5, 6.5, 9 1/4, and 10 1/4. Okay, turn it to the 8.5-inch side and score at 2 and at 6.5. Okay. Alright. Now I'm going to fold and burnish, but the top, these 3/4 inch strips on either side of the long side, I'm just going to bend the opposite way just a little. And then the rest I'm going to fold and burnish. Now, we're going to be cutting on all 4 sides. So we're going to start like this. It can be on either side since it's symmetrical. And this is what we're going to be doing. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go down over here, go to the first score line, cut it to the second score line, and take these 2 rectangles off. Okay, go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, and take these 2 rectangles off. Okay, so that's that side. Now we're going to turn it a 1/4 turn, so what we just cut is over here. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and then the next score line, and cut it to the first score line. And this square, we're going to wedge both sides. And then I'm just going to take, so that there's not a lot of bulk, I'm just going to take about 1/2 inch off the bottom. And that's it for this side. Turn it a 1/4 turn again so that our square is over here. Go to the first score line, cut it to the second score line, only take off the bottom rectangle, and we're going to wedge this rectangle that's left. Okay, then go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, take off the bottom rectangle, and wedge the top one. Okay, and that's that side. Now the final turn, this is where our square is that we're going to make our tag. So this time we're going to go to the second score line and cut it to the first score line, and the third score line and cut it to the first score line. And then we're going to wedge this square on both sides, and I'm going to take 1/2 inch off the bottom. All right, now that is what it's going to look like basically, except on these 2 3/4 inch rectangles at the top, we're going to round each side. And we're back to where we started. Okay, that's what your cardstock should look like. All right, so now we're going to put glue on our 2 tabs that we cut, our 2 side tabs here. And we're going to take the score line on the tab and match it with the rectangle that doesn't have this extra flap here. So we're going to go this way and make sure that the score line on your tab matches up with the side of that rectangle. And then we'll go to the other side. If you do it the other way, it's not that big a deal, just your flaps will be in one. It'll be on the inner piece of cardstock. Okay, so we brought that side up and we attached the tab. Now we're going to put glue on the inside of these rectangles here, lift it up, and it's going to cover the other rectangle that's on this side. And we're going to just try to get these down nice and even on this side and this side. And that's your box. I love this box. It's very roomy for things that normally I don't make a large treat box for to fit. Okay, our largest pieces are going on the front and the back. These pieces are going on the upper piece here on the front and back, and these pieces are going on the sides. All right, now the front of our box, the seams are back here on these flaps. So this is going to be the front of our box. You're going to put in your ingredients, not ingredients, your treat. And I'm going to do 2 sets of holes with an 1/8 inch hole punch, but you can use a 1/4. Okay, and I am using some old twine from my stash. This is a lot of twine, and I don't want to use up all of my linen thread, but we don't have right now any pool party ribbon, and that's what I didn't really want to put the red on here. So you can use your linen thread, but it's a lot, so just use whatever you have. And then I'm going to double it and put it through the holes and tie a bow. All right, now we'll let all that dry, and we're going to do our stamping. So we need some basic white and some Tuxedo Black ink. And I'm going to do the large and small elephant. Okay, and I'm going to cut these out, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm only using a light and dark smoky slate, and this is the dark. I'm going to use the light first. I'm just going to color the whole thing on both of them. Okay, and then I'm going to take the dark, and I'm just going to put some lines where they put the lines, and then fill in the toenails. And that's it. They're pretty easy. Okay. Now let's get our box. And I also, well, I already told you I cut these out. And I'm going to just glue this down right here at the bottom there. And then I'll glue the little piece of grass on this side. Okay, now for the cloud, I'm going to use some Pool Party ink and one of our blending brushes, and I'm just going to go along the edges just so that it doesn't look so stark white. Kind of blends into the paper on the back. Okay. And then I'm going to glue that up here. Okay, now we just need some dimensionals on our big elephant, our mama. And I'm going to put her as far to the front as I can without going over the DSP, off of the DSP. And then I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of our baby elephant and a little bit of glue on the head there. And I'm going to overlap them. All right. And for the final touch, I didn't realize these were retired. These are the Delightful Decorative Dots, and I'm going to use the real red, but you could use anything you want. I like the red with this, but you could definitely use Rhinestone Basic Jewels or or the Pool Party or any of that. All right, and that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. Nice big one. Put a lot of stuff in there. All right, all my info is below. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the like button. And you can look at all the directions on my blog. The link is below. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.